Hello. What you doing?
No.
Seriously, what are you doing?
Oh, taking a nap. Yeah,
We should have designed this thing better.
don't forget until that week.
Bora and I should have designed this thing better. What's up, everyone? Get this thing. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, yeah, the title's a little bit misleading. Nothing wrong, really, except for stuff that we've already discussed. The transmission needs to come out. But we have to take this thing almost completely apart. How's the weather? 45 in Iowa today. I don't know, what is it right now?
What are the 50s?
Yeah, maybe high mid-50s or something like that. But yeah, we got to take, since we don't have a lift here yet, and I say yet because we really need to get one here soon, we have to take the engine out to get the transmission out, which is a huge pain in the ass. Or actually, it's not really that bad. We take the fenders off, we take the bumper off. Everything's really easy to access.
More work than it needs.
Yeah, it's just more, instead of just being able to, lift the car up and drop the transmission, we have to take the engine out to get to the transmission, because the cross member that we use for the transmission mount is the same cross member for the torsion bar stuff, and it's fixed and really bulky. So bulky that when we originally did this, I didn't feel like it was a good idea to make it removable, because I wasn't sure how much strain actually gets put on those because the torsion bars go into them. So not really having confidence in, what I could make removable, we just left it. Problem that creates is that the transmission has to get it out, we have to unbolt it from the engine, move it back, and then tilt it like super steep to get it past the engine to come down. Since I can't jack the truck up high enough to get that angle, can't do it without a lift. So we're taking the engine out, and then we'll take the transmission out, swap it out, put everything back in. We're not really doing anything to the engine, honestly. It's, while we have it out, we're gonna put those freeze plug brackets that Tanya made on the rear head that we couldn't reach, because it's like really close to the firewall. Yeah, so on this one, this head's like literally right up against the firewall. So that'll be one thing that we can put in there. That's pretty much it. I was gonna swap injectors while we were at it, but good news, we just talked to Brad from Snake Eater Injectors, and he's got some 160s that we're gonna try out. And that should give us the extra fuel that we need to go to what the limit of this motor will be. So we were gonna put some 210s in there, but we figured, probably not. Plus, I don't need that much fuel. These 1200s already almost go to what we want it to be at. So 1600s, being able to do a pretty high base fuel pressure, that should be all we need for what we're gonna do. So that'll be cool. I'll probably put the 1200s back in there. I'm gonna try to get the 160s here as soon as we can, but we'll have to run it probably. Like, we'll probably test out the transmission with the 1200s back in there, and then when the 160s get here, we'll just swap them out real quick. Be nice to do it right now since we already have them out, but oh well. These little guys, these poor guys have been put in and out. I don't know how many times, lots of times. Mostly because I had to clean them a bunch of times. Is the South Bay fuel injector 1200s. But yeah. Oh, and we'll probably change the spark plugs while we're at it. And take the engine out to change the spark plugs. Figure we go live for a little while Tanya's in there real deep like. Getting the manifold taken off. We're not even gonna connect, so like, for anybody that saw how we did this last time, we're just gonna take the manifold off so that we can, easily get a chain on there to lift the motor out. but we're gonna keep these lines on there. What's up, Randy? Both of these, we'll just rotate that one and then just bring this whole manifold over, set it on the table, and then do what we gotta do everywhere else. And when we're ready to put it back on, we'll put it back on. Cody, what's up, man? I'm hanging out. I wish I had a chair. I could just be sitting here while she works. It'd be great. What's everybody else getting into this weekend? I don't know if Robert's on here. I saw Robert was dealing with a wiring job from hell. Randy, did I break it? No. Well, I mean, I guess technically we broke the transmission. I don't know. It's not really, we didn't really break the transmission. We just, it's worn out. 3.5 years. Well, shit, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if it was rebuilt before we got it or if it was just checked out. So it may have a whole nother year of, 1,000 horsepower use on it. But yeah, it just started slipping. Since we've turned up the boost, it started slipping entirely too much. So we're gonna swap it out for this one over here. Get that one, get the one that's in the truck rebuilt by Joe. What's the shop name? What, JNS Transmissions or something? Or Jan something? I don't know. Joe Prime. He's gonna redo it. So we'll see. Hang on, let me catch up on comments here. Help her out. I've been helping her. It's her turn. No, actually, it was, because she likes working on this stuff too. And I've, up until this point, I've just been kind of in her way. It was a bunch of, single person things. So we went out to grab some food, take a break for a little bit, and she's doing this while we hang out with you guys for a bit. Cody, you passed emissions finally? Nice. Damn Colorado emissions. Still waiting for my transmission also. How long has it been? How long have you been waiting? Let's see. What motor? This is an L33. Just stock bottom end, valve springs, LS9 gaskets, and ARP head studs. And then this one just has a stock oil pump. We put a new one in there. Yeah, JNS Transmissions. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't want to say the wrong one. So, oh, Georgia. That's right. I forgot, Cody. You're in Georgia. Nice. Ooh, it's got to feel much nicer down there. Did you find somebody to make any calibration tweaks for you down there? Hopefully we guessed good enough for it to scale. Hard to tune it in Colorado for Georgia. Let's see here. We just got on. What are we doing to Liam? Despite what it looks like, we are just changing the transmission. But we got to take the engine out to get to the transmission.
This isn't the transmission?
Right, I know. Yeah, I know. Our nitrous solenoid is off over here. What is his? His name? What? Johnny, I think. Johnny Brown. In the last video that we had, he was just messing around on the live stream. Randy said, I beat on mine today on the highway. Ooh, nice. What tire you didn't have the drivers on, did you? Did you have your good tires on, Randy? Cody, not enough tire? Yeah, probably not. I barely had enough tire. Actually, it didn't have enough tire in Colorado, so I can't imagine another basically 2.8, 2.5 PSI. Let's see, finally had enough of the trans slip. Yes, absolutely. It was getting in the way. When we're only going 125 and it's just pretty much floating right at the limiter, with enough gear to go 160 at that same RPM. Yeah, it's time. It's time. It just hadn't always, for the longest time, it hadn't been a problem because we, weren't making that much power, but now we're applying so much more power and it's just blowing through it. On the street tires, Randy, you're crazy. Hopefully they were short pulls. Tune is good, got a wideband for more adjustment. Okay, nice, excellent. What upgrades do we have planned? Really the only thing that we're doing right now I mean, while we have the engine out, we're gonna put one of those freeze plug brackets on the head that we couldn't reach in the back on this side. But really the only thing that we got going on is just putting this transmission in there. So the tranny that's in here is old and tired, is in desperate need of some upgrades. So we're gonna take that to Joe's shop, JNS Transmissions, and get him to whip it up so that it'll be ready to put in there. So assuming everything goes good with this transmission, because we haven't used this one yet, it's brand spanking new. As long as it goes good in there, we'll keep it in there, and then we'll fancy the other one up for the El Camino. Let's see. Still need to finish installing it. Oh, okay. Yeah, install it, and you know, Cody, you're more than welcome to like send me some logs or send me some, you know, video, and we'll get it. Make sure that it's safe to beat on. Let's see. Oh, Chris, you said paintball star. I didn't see you comment yet, Chris. If you're in here, comment away. Let's see. Did you enjoy racing at Yellow Belly? Dude, I had a freaking blast at Yellow Belly. That was one of my favorite. Oh, the studs? Yeah, that's fine. We might not need to. We might be able to go up with it and then come forward. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Yellow Belly was a blast. I really like, and I can't wait to go back there. Honestly, I wish, like, if we were at a point where we could get this back in, you know, before tomorrow, you know, for Yellow Belly, I would love to test it by going there. That'd be fun. I really, really want to try to go back there and go as fast as I can. Let's see. Sell me your motor. What, are you crazy? It's in there. I need it. It's got to go right back in. Just look for, actually, L33s are getting pretty expensive these days. We got them for a deal, but just keep an eye out. If you see an L33, grab it. Let's see. David said, for those just joining in, Liam is undergoing its Jeepers front-end conversion. Yeah. It looks bare as hell. You know what's super cool is, let me do this. Oh, yeah. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Put a Honda motor in it, K-swap. You know, it's funny, I said that the other day. Can't remember who I was talking to. I think I was talking to Max Besser. And I was like, do they think we can get a K in there pretty easily? It'd be fun. That'd be fun, but man, this is just it's too easy to make good power on these things. They just work so well. What else we got here? You plan on heading south at all? Florida, Alabama? I mean, it's not like on the, we don't really make a schedule, to be honest with you. I mean, Tanya scheduled out a couple of like big events that we wanted to go to as far as traveling goes, but we're trying to stay pretty, you know, close. So I don't know how far those trips would be, but I mean, when you think about it, we came from Colorado. The only races really out of state that were worth going to were, you know, 9-hour minimum, you know, so the places that we wanted to race at were really far. That's why we moved down here to Texas, because there's a lot of racing in the Dallas area and Oklahoma area, and that's all really, really close to us. So we do like to travel and everything, but at the same time, we uprooted our lives and came down here, spent a decent amount to get down here close to racing so that we could, you know, go to a lot of racing close by. So this season, we probably won't travel very far, maybe one event. Tanya really wants to go to LS Fest. Where's that one at? That one's a far trip. Kentucky? Yeah, so that's a pretty decent trip. It's a lot of cost and a lot of time off work to travel and stuff like that, but we'd like to go to that. She always wanted to go to the one in Vegas. Let's see, you ever come down to SoCal? No, and we probably won't, to be honest. I mean, that's a pretty long trip for us as well. But I mean, if the opportunity ever presented itself, like, we like racing in other places. It's great. It's just a matter of, you know, cost. Silver Dragon. You're in Weatherford? Oh, nice. We actually went out to, what page was that on? We went out to a little car meet last night just to see, you know, who was local in there. A bunch of young kids mostly, but we took the truck out last night. You know, we probably should have been pulling this motor and transmission last night instead, but went out and hung out with some locals. What do you need? Okay, hold on. Highway 10, Texas. What's that, Matthew? Eric McCarthy says, what's so special about the L33? I'm new to Boosted Ellis World. I mean, nothing crazy special. The differences with this one, so one of the weird things, I guess, is that it's a Gen 3, technically. Gen 3 on the outside, and Gen 4 internals. Like, that's how it came from the factory. You don't have to swap them out or anything like that. So Gen 3 by looking at it, and it's an aluminum block. It's an aluminum 5.3, Gen 3 on the outside, Gen 4 on the inside. So has the nice strong internals. It's 100 pounds lighter, basically, than the iron block. That's kind of why it's my favorite. We want to make sure that we keep something light in this thing. I believe in you. I bet you can. Oh, no, you probably. I forgot. Yeah. Hang on, I'm going to have to set up the camera so that I can help her real quick. Let's see. Would you race Murda? Yeah, I would be glad to get my ass handed to me by him. So I'm going to talk to him, like, once he's got his car all sorted out and everything. I mean, like, he's really trying to get, you know, that 7. And, you know, they had some trouble last night, obviously, so they got some bugs to work out. But, you know, I don't want to bother somebody with, like, you know, hey, do you want to go and just race for fun or whatever, when he's trying to go for a record. So once he feels satisfied with, you know, getting that out of the way, then, yeah, I'd love to race him. It'd be fun. I would want to race him at somewhere like Yellow Belly because I think he kind of struggles there. Because we are drastically different times. I can't run the times that, like, this truck will never run a 7. Plain and simple. It will never. So his car is capable of so much more. And so to make it fun, it would be going to the, you know, I don't think he likes to do street, which is perfectly fine. It's understandable. So a place like Yellow Belly would be awesome. That'd be fun. Like, we could probably race multiple times and there might be different results. So that's what I like. Okay, let me set this thing up real quick so I can help her get this out. Why is it not charging? That's weird. The cable doesn't work?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hang on. All right, I got to do a couple of things real quick. Excuse the shaking. Ugh. Zeth, hang on one second. I'll read your comment in a moment. I didn't realize the cable I had plugged in was not working. Where is the other one? Oh, screw your phone. Here, plug that in for me. Oh, demonetized. Okay. Hopefully that's working now. Let's see. Just bought a second aluminum block, sold the heads and intake off of it. I'm about $50 up with a free engine stand. Jesus, that's how to do it. I think we bought this one for, I think it was like $1,200, and then, you know, we couldn't sell, well, we sold a couple of things off of it, but the first one that we got it for $900 and then sold a bunch off. We were only about $250 into that one. Okay, it's gotta go on here. I need to set this somewhere. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna put you on the table over here for a second while we struggle bus. All right, let's try this. Yeah, if we can't, then we might need to like double nut it and then.
Yeah, this front one is good.
Don't feel happy.
But I would keep coming out with it, but it's
Uh-oh. You're going the right way. You do have problems with lefty, Lucy, and stuff. That was a valid question, and you know it.
yeah, but not like this.
Sorry, chat. You're looking at the sky. That's my bad. How's that? Is that better?
I mean, you might be able to get this one out here. I'll get to the point where
Screw that. Why don't we just do this? Aha. All right. Give me 1 second. You're sitting on the El Camino right now.
They're dirty,
All right.
because I think this one's, yeah, okay, so right there is where it starts to fill. Although up into that point, it's not. All the way up into that point, it's not. Does it feel rough?
Got weak little sausage fingers. What's the problem?
No, you gave me a fucking, like, complex with,
How you gonna put any kind of force on this?
I'm not talking about that, I'm just talking about, like, threading things in or not.
I'd rather be more gentle than rough.
No, see, they dirty.
Yeah, I mean, they're all dirty.
No, those ones are hard, I gotta get them with.
How much battery you got on your phone?
What?
Is that how much battery you got on your phone?
7%.
7.
Why?
Go talk to Jen.
You get those in?
Oh, those are the only ones over there?
Yeah. Yeah. I just can't.
Yeah, that's gonna hit that lid.
I know,
right there.
you gotta come.
They're pretty shallow though, so we might be able to get over it. No. That's all right, we get that.
Oh, wait, here.
Yeah, remember last time I had to just move it around?
Can I just thread it in a little bit more?
No, not in. Ow.
Why not? Make it shorter.
No, it's thick. Like, we have to go up more than it looks. If it stops going, move the manifold around. Because I think that's the only thing. God damn it, Zeth! I mean, it's not a bad thing. I really, really appreciate it. With the $20 super chat. Is it super chat? They still call them super chats? I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know how to do this streaming thing. Did you guys get a new trans in Liam yet, or is that what we're working on? Yeah, that's what we're working on right now. It looks like we're taking apart the motor because we don't have a lift, so we got to take the motor out to get the tranny out. It's a long explanation. Basically, the tranny tranny has to come out at a really, really steep angle, and if we don't have a lift, we can't get it. So we figure we take the motor out, put that freeze plug bracket on that back head that we can't get to unless the motor's out anyway. Have that peace of mind at least that we have a bracket on all 4 of those freeze plugs, and we'll be able to change the tranny out. Did they stiffen up, or are they still coming out?
No, I'm getting it out.
You got it? Okay, cool. Cool.
What about yourself?
What about yourself? There's our LC9s though. Oh, okay, I see. Wait, LC9, so that one is a Gen 4, right? Like, does that have do the LC9s have the variable valve timing, basically? They got that VTEX. Gen 3 Coyote thoughts? I have none. I don't know enough about them. Dude, Dirt Floor Fab, you're awesome. You're the man. Let's see. Well, that may cover a gallon of High Guard. Yeah. Hey, and I appreciate that because we have to go and get some High Guard. I have one jug, but actually that's a question that I was gonna have to look up later because there seems to be a lot of different answers when I search it. How much transmission fluid should be in these things? I know it depends on the pan. I don't know whether what I have is considered deep pan, shallow pan, aftermarket pan, stock pan, I don't know. I'll show you guys it here in a second, but I want to kind of get close to it, like it's a dry transmission, brand spanking new, haven't put any fluid in it before. And I want to try to get it close at least on the first try, because once I put fluid in, since I got to do it down the dipstick, I can't read. It doesn't give me a reading until like the following day where everything has time to drip down. Let's see. Yeah. Seth, I appreciate it, man. Again, I can't say it enough. Let's see. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like one of those birds could have, been taken out with far less effort, but, it is technically killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Or maybe not, honestly. I mean, actually, I could not. It was really hard to get the other head. The other head, like, as you know, is a fair amount more forward. I couldn't get that shit either. Are you ready to take it off? Okay. All right, give me 1 second, guys. You ever run that kid with the S10? Which one? You talking about locally, or you're talking about the YouTube guy with the S10, the Billy? Joe should be able to help with that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go and give the transmission to Joe and say, do magic, tell me what I need. And I'm sure they're gonna try to tell me to get dump valve and everything. And I'd like to get one in the El Camino, but we'll see. Start with 6 quarts. Thank you, Randy. Does it matter what pan I have? Because I can show you what pan I got. I'm not sure, but let me get this manifold off.
I'm gonna probably prove the deal.
Yeah, but also like just manage the lines, because remember we gotta like, can't remember how we did that last time.
Well, the one
This
with that,
one.
will hit this one well.
Yeah, no, let me just go forward a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll slide, try to lift it.
No, I'm not sliding. I can't even lift.
Do you even lift, bro?
No.
Can you get this line moving forward? Just that line has to come out.
Okay.
This vacuum line back here?
Then you, let me clip it real quick.
Okay, well, clip it on this side. You can pull out of here too.
Oh, you want me to pull it out there?
Yeah, you can pull here.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. Remember the sneaks.
Or you just pull it down.
Oh, they're right here. Where you go? On this side.
I don't need you to move it. You just do it now.
Okay.
Okay.
What about your sale?
Hang on. It's hard to watch me sometimes.
It's probably hard to watch both of us. You guys want to see how to go as slow as possible doing basic things? We got this right here.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear me, but that's actually where slower than you comes from, because I'm just slow at doing everything. Huh? It came off this side.
That's what I was trying to do.
May or may not have been a means of boost leak.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Well, that one was loose too.
Oh, is it?
The zip tie? Yeah, but it's more stuff on there.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so lift it up, try to move it forward. I need to rotate it that way.
Let's just do it and see what happens. I didn't listen to any of it.
Because you didn't listen to any.
Oh, am I coming up here? Please.
You can set it down and then readjust. Is this line gonna go under the manifold? This one? It lifts it up and rotate it under?
Yeah, no.
No? Stay there, I got it. Yeah, it's gotta go under. You see what I mean? We'll put this
Yeah.
under.
Do you want to do it under?
Oh. Will it make it? Ooh, I don't know. This one's good, yeah, I just have to rotate it.
So lazy.
Efficient, I mean, not lazy, efficient. Good.
I was trying to.
Oh.
Use for shipping.
You need to go back?
I mean, it does it, but slow.
Good.
Okay.
Alright. Sorry that was so painful to watch. Alright, what do we got here? Probably a whole bunch of comments of people saying, you guys are freaking retards. LC9 is Gen 4. Let's see, has Siamese bore. Mine have DOD, I gotta delete. Okay, that's what I'm pretty sure we had a LC9 that we were going to use for the Civic. We ended up just using it for mock-up because,
That's not the front one, right?
no, it was hurt.
Oh,
Yeah. That was the one that we got from Jeff.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, we gave it to a guy that he was actually gonna use to put together, and it, had, like, the cylinders were cracked at the base. Let's see, my TH400 fresh took like 2.5 gallons, but my lines run the length of the car. Well, mine does too, basically. It goes all the way back to the bed. Let's see, a deep pan. Well, here, okay, so let me show you which pan we got, and then you can tell me whether that's deep or, because I don't know, you know, the difference between what would be considered deep or shallow. Get this guy here. This little guy. So I don't know if that's a stock pan of some sort. It's got little fins on the bottom, or if that's an aftermarket pan, whether that is considered deep or shallow. But that's what we got. Tanya working away back there. Good job. Let's see. I agree, Randy. Okay, six quarts. 6 quarts will do. Yeah, same converter. We're gonna use the same converter that's in there right now. Let's see. It always, Silver Dragon says, it always takes me twice as long as expected to do something on my car. Yeah, it takes me 3 times as, well, okay, so if it takes you twice as long to do something on your car, then it takes like 4 times as long for me to do that same thing. I would have predicted it take me twice as long, and it would have taken me double that. Is the motor hurt? No, motor's not hurt. Motor's good. We're just taking the motor out because we need to get rid, or to get to the tranny. Tranny is getting swapped out. Motor's just coming out because it's in the way, and we have a poor design on there as of now. I'd like to get the front changed out from the torsion setup to a coilover setup in the front. That way, that transmission, or that cross member that we have the transmission mounted to, we can make that removable. Much smaller and removable, so it'll give us a little bit of weight savings as well. But that's something for next year, probably, if I do it at all. Let's see. Bobby, what's up, man? This guy is cute. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, Chris. Does fluid look okay still? Yeah, I mean, on the way out, it looked like it always does. Looks like High Guard with a little bit of ATF in it. So just clear, essentially, really light pink. Didn't look bad. I mean, I guess it looked, yeah, no, it basically looked pretty much how it went in. Looks like deep pan. Okay, yeah, see, I wasn't quite sure. It's bad when you're in Dave & Buster's and you get a notification. Yeah, sorry, it's probably a little loud in the background over there too, huh? Yeah. What you got now? What are you doing? Huh?
What, you're not?
Boy, are you getting angry at me now?
No. Anyway. Into here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Let's come on, I already took off the.
We'll probably have to take these off as well, because the chain's gonna be going this way. It might crunch these. So remember the,
Nine. Those aren't the tons. Oh, we're just taking these.
yeah, just take those out. So I'll undo them from here, grab your fingers. Move your fingers right there, and just. Cool, cool. Alright.
Now, if we break something.
If you break something, it's your fault.
I believe I'm the teacher.
No, I have, well, that's not me then. I haven't taught you shit. That's a true statement. So LS swap, the smart car, or the smart rat rod or RX-7. Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. The smart car rat rod needs to have something cool. I mean, that'd be, huh? Oh, yeah.
I just needed it out of the way.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Bobby, that smart car rat rod, I mean, you could put any motor in that and it'll be cool. Doesn't even have to be an LS. I mean, at this point, everybody actually gets kind of tired of seeing LS swaps, so might want to make it something else. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, sorry, I'm in your way. Jeez. Sorry. What else? We should be able to get this. Shouldn't have to take the manifolds off. I think we'll be fine with what we got. So we'll have to unbolt the tranny. And then mounts. And then we should be good. Yeah, I think this is probably, is the third time or second time? This is the second time that we've had these, that we've had this manifold off, and I still haven't ever disconnected these lines. We just set it off to the side. What bigger one? Oh, yeah, probably. Just use the small impact for those. Scared of that impact.
You are?
You?
No, you just never use it, so I never use it.
Yeah, that's why I'm slow.
So I always ask you.
Be
and then you
faster.
say, no, just use this or that.
Well, jump on the opportunity because I just said use it. Randy, don't hate on the LS. Come on now. Just because you like your ancient motors. Got a 95 LT1 sitting around if I want it. I bet you I know somebody that might want that. I don't want it. I don't want to get into another motor that I know absolutely nothing about. Although I have to get into that, I guess. Nick from PTS Fab, he's putting his motor together. He's gonna get it into his car soon. I mean, he works pretty fast, so I'm sure it'll be done soon. Then we gotta tune it. Silver Dragon, yeah, no, I'll definitely let you know. Hey, shoot me a message on Facebook. Either on the Slower Than You Facebook page or Instagram, Slower Than You. Either one. Oh, there we go. Dave from San Antonio said he'll pick it up. Good to go. I'm sure there's a price associated with that, David. Or maybe there's not. Shit, I don't know. I know LS swaps are more common, but they're in something odd. It still blows people's minds. Yeah, I think it's really getting to the point where even it's starting not to blow people's minds, even if it's in something crazy. I think it's starting to get a little bit too. I mean, they've been doing it for so long, putting in absolutely everything. I think everybody's just kind of getting, I don't know, kind of jaded. I have Messenger though. Okay, perfect. That works. I know, I realized, I was like, oh, just message me on Facebook. There's a lot of people that don't have a lot of those social medias. But I'm glad you have YouTube. What heads you running on it? The stock ones from an L33, which I believe are 860, wait, hang on. I don't know, 799 or 862s, I believe. I think 799's on these. Actually, let's see. Oh no, that's covered up. Oh well, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 799. Or actually, those have ported head. The El Camino has ported heads on it now. Those started out life as 862s. These, both of the L33s that we got, so those heads as well as the ones sitting over there are 799s. If it's an it's an LT. If there is, it'll be low. Remember, I got one. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. What did you do? Did you break a motor in the Camaro? Is that why it hasn't been driven around a lot? But yeah, like I was saying, Nick from PTS Fab, he's doing an LT, and hopefully getting his together soon so that we can tune it up. Try to make like 1,100, 1,200 horsepower and not scatter itself. So he's been introducing me to the issues of that platform, and I don't think it'll be a problem. We just got to make the power gently, and hell, that's what I do with everything else because I'm always terrified of breaking stuff. So I think what we do with these to, keep them alive at high power with stock bottoms, I think we just do the same thing, but maybe even more gentle. So, that's it. God damn it. I mean, yeah, back's lower now, so I don't know why. Might just have to deal with it. I think it's held on with a bracket, so it shouldn't fall down once we get the motor out. It should just stay where it's at. Jeez. But yeah. I don't know, so the guy that was saying, I don't know who it was, that was talking about racing murders, IS. Let him know. I mean, I've said it. I think I've said it before in chat, but let him know if he wants to, race after he gets his record. I would love to. That'd be fun. I really like that car. My hard body LS swap is almost complete. Awesome. You got stock motor in there, or you got a power adder, turbo, nitrous? What's going on with it? My friend had a Lingenfelter LT stroke in his C4 Corvette with nitrous. Man, Lingenfelter, that's a name I don't really hear very often anymore. Are they still a company? NA, nice. They are fun. All right, where are we at now? Okay. So we just gotta unbolt Trini, and get the chain on it, and then undo the mounts, pluck it out. All just to change spark plugs. Jeez. No turbo nitrous yet? Yet, exactly. There you go. Lingenfelter sucks. Not sure it was around the year 2000. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. I thought the DI bottom ends were supposed to be stronger. No, the LT that he's doing is like old school. I assume that's what everybody was talking about as far as the LT stuff. Yeah, the old ones. I mean, he was showing me kind of the problem everybody has with them, and there's not a whole lot of meat between. I think it's one of the head studs and the cylinder, so it's just a really, really easy place to, when you're making a lot of horsepower, having a lot of cylinder pressure, to crack that little spot in there. So we got to treat it like it's glass. I mean, he's got a rotating assembly in there that will have no problem with RPM, have no problem with a boatload of power. But the cylinder is the weak point. So I could see why everybody, not a whole lot of people do it, because it's a damn shame to put a bunch of money into it so that the parts will survive, but the block won't. So, but there's plenty of people right now making like 1,800, 2,000 horsepower on them, and they're surviving. So if there's a way, we'll figure it out. It won't be a problem. But she's staring at me now. I got to get back to work. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, as always. And Dirt Fuller Fab, Seth, thank you very much, as always. The company is owned by somebody else. Their sales team and customer service is non-existent. Yeah, that will completely screw up a company. What's your engine mount setup like? So a lot of people ask me that question. It'll be really easy to see. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you right now before we get out of here, because I got to get out of here and get this motor out of here. Crap. You got a flashlight? You want to shine that in there? Be prepared for it to look really gross. We never painted anything. Yeah, down here.
Oh, my bad.
Down here, weirdo.
My bad.
Well, not the, yeah, I'm gonna put the phone in front of there.
Oh.
Okay, so right here is where the old factory mounts used to sit. So we tried bolting a plate, but we just didn't really feel comfortable with it. So we actually welded that plate to it, got some bar, ran it up to just like a universal mount that has a little bit of urethane in there. They're pretty much solid. And then we made the plates. Sorry, my hand's in the way, so it's not focusing good. The plates that go onto, Tanya's a bad light holder. There we go. The plates that actually bolt up to the motor, you can just get universal ones. Like if we did this again, we made those plates, we made those tabs, if we did this again, I would just buy a universal LS kit that, here, hold that.
Those are really ugly.
Yeah, they're really ugly. If we did it again, we would just get the universal kit, which comes with the bracket that goes to the motor, has the tabs already welded onto it, has the mount actually included in either that side or this side, and then comes with just big tabs that you can cut to fit and weld to whatever you got going on there. So that's what we did there. It looks really ugly. We didn't know there was other stuff that would be easy to use, but absolutely, like Summit sells a universal kit that you can totally just go get, and you can make this look 10 times better than how we have it. So definitely do that. The other side is the same thing, just, you know, on the other side. So the one thing, if you hadn't seen it in the other videos that we mentioned, the location is really convenient right here, but it doesn't actually end up bolting to the normal spots. So I'm gonna try to get this in here. If you see this hole and that hole right there, and then this bolt and that bolt, that's where LS stuff is normally bolted to. Since the area that we wanted to go to was a little bit further back, it happened to line up perfect with another set of holes back there. So we actually mount this motor on a set of holes that are further back on the motor. Normally, this plate is further forward by a couple of inches. So on that side, there's 4 bolts available. On this side, unfortunately, there's only 3 available. So that's kind of the downside. We were like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but it's obviously been working for going on 4 years now, so it's okay. So that's the weird thing. Passenger side only has 3 bolts to the plate. Driver side has all 4 bolts, but on both sides of them, the mounting point to the motor is actually sitting probably 2.5, 3 inches back further than normal. But we looked at it. The bolts had the same kind of webbing on the block for bracing, so we figured it would be just as strong, and it seems to be putting up with the abuse. So anyways, hopefully that helps. Deep breath. 3 years ago, I was driving home and started not, oh, okay. Well, David, I'll read that in a second. Hang on. When you go into Yellow Belly again to surprise everyone, well, I don't think it'll be a surprise anymore, that's for sure. But I do want to go again as soon as we get this transmission in there, if we can go and test. So probably not tomorrow, but hopefully next weekend. I'd like to go there. Next weekend's testing. And then fall. Next weekend? Oh, there is? Is that the flashlight shootout thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know, maybe I don't know if we want to go to XRP. I'd almost rather go to Yellow Belly.
Well, don't they have testing on Thursday for Yellow Belly?
They have testing on Thursday for Yellow Belly, and then they got something on Sunday. Is the race at XRP on Sunday or Saturday? I think it's Saturday.
What's the 29th?
I have no idea.
It's Saturday.
It's Saturday, okay. So we,
can do Thursday Yellow Belly, XRP on Saturday, and then
Yeah.
Sunday we can go back to Yellow Belly for more testing.
that's a lot of racing. This week might be, this week might be busy.
Go find me another.
Yeah, but I really want to go back to Yellow Belly because I'd like to see how fast I could go there. Really want to go much faster than we did, and I think it's possible. Let's see. It works, man. Thanks. I was always curious. Okay, perfect. A bunch of people have asked. I'm always like, hey, I'll go take some pictures in the shop when I get out there, and I never remember. So glad you asked. I can refer people back to this video. Can't message you, wouldn't go through. Oh, that's lame.
Stuff too big?
Do we have an email address on from YouTube? I don't know if I can do that. I don't want to just say my email address and then get a bunch of spam.
I mean, I have the spam email.
You got one specifically for spam?
No, I mean, you
let me-
message us on the Big Cartel page, it goes to my email.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
How do I direct them to that, though?
Just go to Big Cartel, search Slower Than You,
Oh, you
and then contact us.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I don't know, just give email, I don't know.
This is terrible. What I'll do is I'll see if it's giving me like a request on Messenger. It might just be doing that. I have it on my YouTube page. Okay, see if you could just, I'm pretty sure I have my email on my YouTube page too. See if you can go to the title page and then on the banner on our main page, I think bottom right, it actually shows Facebook and email. But she said, worst case scenario, if you go to our Big Cartel page, which I know we have linked on there, you can go just send us a message to that email address, the one that's attached to that. The trainee, I think 15. It's easy to get them from the inside of the car too. Do it up. Oh, okay. Well, we'll stay live then, because I can't seem to get off anyway.
Do you use a wrench?
Huh? You gotta use an assortment of things. We might actually have to go and get a tool, because some of them are like really weird angle.
Okay, well, I've never taken.
Yeah, just,
Hey, you know, the
well, and
first
I don't
thing I ever
remember.
took out was the
What?
transmission with Joey.
Oh, yeah.
He paid me like $50.
Yeah, that was an SRT4 or something, wasn't it?
No,
Or was it a Honda?
It was like a.
Okay, yeah, Silver Dragon. I mean, I'll stay on for a little bit more. So just let me know if you can send a message that way. If not, we'll figure something out. At Slower Than You on Instagram. Well, yeah. I don't think he has Instagram or Facebook, but he had Messenger. It just wouldn't let me. Should be able to send a message on Facebook even if you're not friends or anything. That's weird. Just your found your. Let's see. Zoe Simpson says, just found your channel a week ago. Nice ride, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. About a week ago. Yeah, appreciate it. Glad you like the videos. We're gonna keep making them. We're always gonna be doing car shenanigans, so might as well video them too.
Sorry.
What? Oh no, I don't. You drop F-bombs. That's okay. Watch, just okay. Call me crazy, but it's almost like we've done this before. So there's a couple of them that are easy. There's a couple of them that are a pain in the ass. That is correct. That's still how you get a bolt in and out. I don't know. She's lefty loosey, righty tighty, deficient. How's your wife's car coming along? Haven't seen it since you guys welded. Oh, we're welded together with Hayden. Yeah, it's been a while. Here, I'll show you how that motor setup is doing. It's currently in this car. Yeah. The Civic's on hold right now. We have to do a lot of chassis work, and since we got down here, we need to do a little bit more work to the shop. It needs better electrical so that we can have proper welders. Plus, I gotta learn how to weld. We're gonna try to do everything ourselves, so it's going to take a lot longer than originally expected. So we figured if we got a cheap G-body, we could get this thing up and running a hell of a lot quicker than we could get the Civic up and running. So for now, this is our temporary project for Tanya. Let's see, Dirt Floor Fab says, I gotta head out, take it easy, guys. Hope you, wait, PR with the new trans? I don't know what that means. But I hope the new trans works out well too. Thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate the super chat as always. Have a good one. That's a sexy Milwaukee pump. Dude, David, this is, oh shit, I almost just ripped that cable out. This is the coolest tool I have and the most useful, and probably the one that I've used most out of anything. What gonna fall out? The transmission? No. All right, definitely not on your first bolt. No, it's not gonna fall out. I don't know, will it take it off? You can do the converter bolts first if you'd like, if that's easier. Huh? Yeah, you can. Yeah, do that. I wanted you to see how pain in the ass it was. Yeah, same sort of thing. I like lay under there, get a wrench, and just we'll turn the motor every time. I don't know how the hell he turned it with his bare freaking hands. I have no idea. On the converter, I have no clue. Probably that or 17. Gonna find out. Oh yeah, that's true. I just got on. Why are you pulling it apart? Long story short, we got to get the motor out to get the tranny out. Tranny is the only thing that we're swapping out with that one. Tranny's hurt, and we need to swap it out. Motor is in the way, unfortunately, because I don't have a lift. But yeah, Chuck, that's the short story to it. That setup is we're going to use as much of the Civic setup in the G-body. We obviously can't use the rear end, unfortunately, but we're gonna get a different one in there to have some fun. Okay, I'll do what I can right now. You're good. Until those jack stands somehow sink into the floor because it turns into lava. It might be. I mean, but if the floor is lava, the jack stands and the truck falling on you is the least of your worries. Easy rear end setup for a G-body. Yeah, I think we're gonna do an 8.8, and yeah, they seem to have, and that's why we wanted to do a G-body, was because there's just so much aftermarket support for it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Use pry bar on the teeth on the flex. Yeah, no, we were joking because one of our friends was down there and he didn't like have a tool or anything. He just grabbed it and turned it. It was actually really hard to turn, so he's got some man hands going on in there. Troy says, I sent pics of the truck and videos to you on Facebook. Let me know what you think. Just had to redo cam bearings. Oof. You shouldn't have looked at them, as Matt Happel would say. Man, I tried. I don't know. There's only so many places we could put them. I believe in you. Yeah, just get all the way under there. I said, yeah, just get all the way under there. Oh. Or you can come in from the front if you want instead.
No.
All right.
But that light's behind me. Can you move the light to the front or the back?
Nope. No, I cannot.
Actually, I don't even need it.
Oh, okay.
I think they're. Oh, God, it smells so bad in here.
If you look at your cam bearings, you're gonna have bad cam bearings. Exactly. I have a flex plate holder somewhere. Oh no, we should be able to get it, no problem.
Hey, like, I'd like to point this out.
Huh?
That one of these fucking bolts is finger tight.
On what?
The flex plate.
On the flex plate? Wait a minute. Oh, holding the converter down? Ah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
If Oscar's watching, I'm sorry.
I told you to put, maybe even put a reminder. Maybe that's more.
Maybe you tighten it up like a man. No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad.
Use some paper towel.
Oh, okay. That was a bad decision on our part. On my part. My part. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I reminded you, you said no. I said, okay.
I was like, I'll be all right. Here, I'm gonna give you the whole roll.
Oh, how do I get this thing put? You can't really live under here.
Well, that's interesting news. Thank you for making me aware of that. Are they all there? I mean, I guess that would be the next question.
Probably. If that cross slip, I don't think it'll probably slip.
I don't think so. I mean, it's still rotating at the same rate.
But like, seriously, how do you get these off?
What do you mean?
Do you have to rotate it to where it's like,
Yeah, where it's in the right place.
what do you mean the right place?
Like, accessible.
Like, where I can take the bolt out and it's not hitting the pan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have a pry bar?
I'm gonna have to get off and help you.
What?
I said, I'm gonna have to get off and help you.
Maybe.
Probably. I don't know where the pry bar's at. How is that? Yeah, that's what I said. All right, on second thought, I do have to go. Because I gotta help her down there.
I'm getting like high from the fucking fuel can.
Started losing oil pressure and shavings were in the open. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That sucks. Is this new project set up for Tanya? Yeah, the El Camino's for Tanya. That was her choice. She's like, you know what, I really want an El Camino. And I said, great idea, and jumped on it immediately. We went out and bought one like 2 weeks later. Worth it. Worth every penny. Silver Giant, hey, thanks, man. Hey, what is your name, by the way? What'd you say?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, sure?
yeah, I just muted it.
Little fumey under there. Is it still dripping?
No, but it was like,
Okay.
so,
Yeah, let's clean it out of there and then we'll be good after a bit.
well, I cleaned it, but it's still wet, so it's gonna dry.
Bobby, yeah, we checked it. It was good this time around. Nice. Mike Jones. I'm sorry, you probably get that all the time. I apologize. Cool. Well, in that case, I'm gonna get out of here and go help Tanya because I feel bad and we need to hurry. So, appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, there will be a weekly video like normal. We seem to be. Are you opening all the way up? Oh, okay. We seem to be kind of averaging getting the video together and everything on Thursdays. That seems to be working out for us, so it'll probably happen like that more often. If we have 2 videos, maybe we'll do one Tuesday, maybe Thursday, but most of the time we're doing crap on Sunday, and I just don't have time to edit it Monday evening all together and get it out by Tuesday. So I've been just kind of taking my time and getting them out Thursday. But yeah, what do we got? So this weekend, it's mainly going to be this stuff. Hopefully we can get it ready to drive around tomorrow, get everything back together. If we get it done in time, maybe we go to Yellow Belly and do a little bit of shenanigans. If not, then we'll probably hit it pretty hard the following week because there is probably 3 chances that we can do it. So we can do Yellow Belly Thursday next week to test, and then Saturday there's a race at XRP. Sunday we can go back to Yellow Belly. So we'll see. Possibly a boatload of racing coming up. So this transmission will get a thorough test. But okay, appreciate it, guys. I will see you later.